So hey guys, today I'm going to do a get ready with me while talking about my new hair and as well as talking about the new year. So stay tuned if you want to see this look and hear more about this. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel. I'm coming at you barefaced and ready to do a little get ready with me while we talk about kind of like new year, not new year, new me, but that gist, and also new hair. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Click that big red subscribe button down below along with the bell that will notify you of whenever I upload. And obviously don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well. It really helps push my video out there to more people. And that is the best gift you can give an influencer or a YouTuber, whatever you want to call them. So, yeah, I'm going to do my makeup and chat. I feel like that's, if I'm just doing nothing and chatting, I find it so odd. So I've got my little mirror here. I am in Monaco at the boyfriend's. So that's why we're in this setup. I forgot to pack my tripod. So here we are trying to do our best with a box of wine and a stack of books. So it is 2023. And yeah, the year so far, I'm filming this almost halfway through January now. Wow, not really. We've already had some issues. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but it hasn't been like the best start of the year. It's not been the worst by any means, but like, I don't know. I just feel, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but with like everything going on in the world and yeah, just things in like my personal life, I'm not feeling the most optimistic. I don't know if anyone else, with everything going on, I don't know if anyone else is feeling anything similar. Normally when a new year happens, I'm normally a bit more excited, but I think some of you might find surprising, a very pessimistic person. I am always a little bit like, so yeah, just because I've had a bit of a rough start to Jan, does that mean the rest of the year is going to be bad? No, but I don't know. We put so much pressure on January, don't we? That I just, yeah, I'm trying not to let it taint the rest of the year. Because obviously a year is a very long time and lots can go well as wrong. So yeah, nothing like major to report though. But yeah, we're still waiting on starting the new job. I know people will probably ask a little bit about that. That was pushed back another week, which is a little bit frustrating. But looking forward to start now, because I like, now that obviously like Vlogmas is over, it's been nice to have a break, but also like I'm kind of wanting to start working again. It's been basically 2.5 months now since I was made redundant, so like now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm ready to do some work. I'm just going to be doing a very simple makeup look today. Just using a lot of my kind of regular faves, because obviously that's what I packed with me as stuff that I like using. So nothing really too new. But I have bought a couple, the duty-free at Gatwick, that's where I always fly from. It's really nice. I will say, if you do fly a lot, especially out of Gatwick and some of the other airports, there is an app you can get called Read by Duffy. I'll leave it linked down below. I use that app and you can get 5% off at duty free, but the more you spend, the more discount you get, and on your birthday month you get 10% off, which on duty free prices is not to be sniffed at. And they do the main perk for me is the discount on duty free. So if you travel a lot, and they don't advertise it anywhere, if you shop a lot at duty frees, if you travel a lot, or if you buy a lot of stuff for, like, I know a lot of people buy a lot of stuff for their families that they're maybe traveling to see, and this is global, this isn't just a UK app. This also isn't sponsored, but I just like letting people know about it, like all my friends and family know about it, because I just think they don't tell anyone about it, and it's kind of like a good deal. So yeah, it's a really great way just to save a little bit extra money, a little bit of extra cash while you're at duty free. So I always do tend to pick up bits and bobs that I've been like thinking about buying at duty free, just because the savings are pretty good. I'll show you something in a minute that I bought. So I'm actually just using my bronzer as a crease colour. We're just keeping it really simple today. Some beeping happening outside. There is never any noise here. Where JP lives is so quiet. As soon as I start to film a video, beep, beep, beep. Oh my God, couldn't make it up. But yeah, so I uploaded a video last week with my new hair. I actually got it done on the 28th, and it's a keratin treatment. I had keratin treatment done years ago, maybe a decade ago, but they really sold it as a straightening treatment, and that's not what it is. If you have fussy hair, like if you have hair like mine, like if you look back at my videos that, you know, literally I did 2 weeks ago, my hair is fuzzy, it sticks out everywhere. You know, humidity really everything affects it. Humidity affects it. Nothing makes my hair look good. It's very hard to maintain. It's very fuzzy. It takes ages to dry. It gets so knotty. Guys, the knots in my hair would be relentless. I would often have to probably once a month get my mum to have a go, because I try my best with my hair, but sometimes there's just build up, and so my mum would kind of have a little go at the knots as well. I use detangler, hair masks, hair oils, John Frieda, frizzies, stuff. I used it all, and actually me and my friend group, we all have very, very similar hair. It's very strange, and we all suffer the same kind of thing, and it was getting to the point where there's kind of I'll explain a lot of things, but it was just kind of it was time to get my hair sorted. So basically as well, this was probably around the same-ish time, late teenage, early adult years. My childhood hairdresser cut way more off than we agreed to. Probably 5 or 6 inches rather than 1 or 2 inches. And I think obviously being a plus size person, I do hold a lot of my self-confidence with my hair. I think that's what a lot of us tend to do, is we'll kind of pride ourselves maybe in other areas of our bodies. So I loved having long hair. It just made me feel pretty and feminine. And so when that happened, I cried and cried and cried in the car on the way home. And my experience with hairdressers was never a nice one. It was always I was being constantly told off because my hair was knotty, or this or that, or I need to do this. I think comments as well made about my weight and stuff like that. And I think it was coming from because I'd been at this hairdresser's for literally my whole life. I think it was almost like a parental thing. But he was my hairdresser. He didn't have a right to take what he thought I needed off my hair, etc., etc., to comment about my weight and stuff like that. It just wasn't acceptable. But obviously this was a different time. This was like 10, I'm 20, I'm 28 now, so this was like 25 years ago. It's, you know, and beyond that this has been going on for. So, you know, it was what it was, but going to the hairdressers was never a nice thing for me. I always say it's like going to the hairdressers for me was like going to the dentist. It wasn't a enjoyable experience. Just in case you're wondering, I was putting the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerized Cream Shadow. I love this, bronzer in this. Beautiful look. As I talk about some really deep things. So I'm going to pop some primer on now, my favourite Charlotte Tilbury one. So it's like going to the dentist, the hairdressers, and you know, while COVID has been going on, I have used it as an excuse not to go. I don't want to spend money. It's not fun. I didn't find it fun to go to the hairdressers and kind of having to explain to them, like, you know, please don't cut off more than we agreed to. Like, I've had this experience and it, you know, and please don't do this. You know, having to explain every time, because also the hairdressers I've been to have ended up going on like maternity leave. Like, so I'll build up a relationship and then they'll go maternity leave, or the hairdressers are like closed down or whatever because of COVID. So it's just been like, you know, I've not maintained a routine, and yeah, I've just not enjoyed the experience. So I hadn't had my hair cut. It was either 1 or 2 years. I'm probably thinking 2. It was very long, but it was also just like getting a bit scruffy. So concealer time. So that's when I decided I wanted to get my hair cut, but I also wanted to get this keratin treatment. I had it before, as I said, but it was touted to me as straightening, and that's what I wanted as a child. It was when like GHDs were really, really popular and poker straight hair was really, really in, and that's what I thought I was gonna get. This treatment is not that. It kind of straightens your, it's hard to explain, but it basically just makes my hair so much more manageable. Like, so this is my hair air dried. My hair air dried. Like, I'll pop a picture up of my hair. When I took this picture, it was a day after I'd washed it and it was still damp. My hair just took so long to dry. It was crazy. The difference in this hair, it makes my hair less frizzy, less knotty, more shiny. But as you can see, I still have a little bit of a wave to it, which to be honest, I quite like. I think it just gives a little bit of a texture. I've also had quite a lot cut off. Now, to me, it's crazy because when I see it, I'm like, oh, my hair's really long. But when I feel it, I'm like, oh my God, it's so short. And just that is just so bizarre because it's obviously long, but I'm so used to it going beyond, like going like all the way down here, that it still feels weird even now. But yeah, I absolutely love the results that I got. I really liked the hairdressers I went to. I'll link them down below if you're in the Southampton area, because they were great. I got like a telephone consultation because she wanted to know like why I wanted it, because it is expensive. For the amount of hair that I have, long and quite thick. I have thick but fine hair. It was £150 and it lasts, they said 3 to 4 months. Is dependent on hair washing. I don't wash my hair a lot though, so I'm hoping to extend it to the 4-month region. So I'll only have to get it done 3 times a year. I think £450 for a year's worth of hair treatment is pretty good going, like if it makes my hair like so much more manageable. So she rang me up and was like, oh, like, why do you want it? And I was just explaining, like, my hair is just like knotty, frizzy, really hard to maintain, but I really want to keep the length. Like, I don't want to lose the length, but like it is getting really like tricky. It's just not looking nice anymore. And she was like, okay, perfect. That's literally like what she wanted to hear, because like it's not a straightening treatment. Like, if you want poker straight hair, it will help, but you'll still need to use straighteners. So that's why my hair's like this. I haven't got straighteners here with me in Monaco, so I might straighten my hair a little bit more now that it's going to be easier to do so. Like, I do own straighteners. I just never used them on my previous hair because, one, there was so much of it, and two, it was just, you just had to go through it so many times. And like for what? Like, it's just hair at the end of the day. Like, I didn't want straight hair that badly to go through hours of what, and my arms would ache, and no, it wasn't worth it for me. But now it's just going to be so much easier. And like, I've also had some long layers put in as well, if you can see here, just for a little bit more shape. And I've also got a fringe again. I have not had a fringe in so long, so I just got a couple of little pieces. I will say it does take some time to get used to that fringe because it doesn't like to stay where I put it. And also because the hair is now kind of silky soft, I'm really struggling to find hair clips, hair pins that actually have grip. So if you have, and that's the thing now, I'm having to like find new products. If you have any recommendations for hair clips that like actually hold, if you've got quite like silky hair, please let me know, because I really need some. Now, this is a product that I got in Gatwick. It is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Teresa is Dead raves about this. Look at the tiny mirror in there. It's a very firmly pressed, completely translucent powder. I do think there was a bit of a film on this product that I had to kind of get rid of, but I do quite like it. I will say I do love my Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm just getting fine lines under my eyes, guys. I'm a 28-year-old lady, and it's happening. But I will say the Hourglass concealer and this, really, really nice. I do have the Pat McGrath concealer as well, but I do think this is a better shade match for me, and it just doesn't seem to crease as much. I really like it. I do also just use it everywhere else as well. I will say it doesn't like completely set. It's kind of a light set, which I don't mind, to be honest. But I think that looks really, really good. Really nice. So highly recommend. This was £22 and then I got 10% off because my birthday discount never went. So hopefully that will happen to you as well if you get the app. So it was like £20, which Pat McGrath and like the Charlotte Tilbury I love is 35, and oh, you go through that so quickly. I think I'm on my third one. The powder just goes in a flash. So yeah, now I'm going to use again my Fenty bronzer in the Sun. If you are a fair girl, this is one of my favorite bronzers, and it lasts. Like, I've had this for over 2 years, and I've used it quite regularly, and I still haven't hit pan in it. And it's one of my most used bronzers, and I think it also looks really nice as an eyeshadow, like transition shade. So yeah, the hair treatment was what do they call it? It was just like a really, really quick cut just to get rid of length, because obviously the product they use is where the money, that's the expense. So they didn't waste product. We agreed to like cut my hair at least a little bit. So we weren't just like, because she said as well, when the hair is kind of like dead, not very good quality, I can't think of a better word to use, the treatment won't work as well, and you'll kind of see the difference. So we both agreed, and it was really great. Like, we both agreed on the length, and like it was all talked through like really, really nicely. So you wash your hair. So we washed my hair and then we cut it, and then did we wash my hair again? There was a lot of hair washing. They put all this product on and then they have to blow dry it to activate it. And she was like, oh, it can like, it does smell a bit and it can like sting your eyes. The only way I can describe it is Veet, but a silent but deadly Veet. Like Veet, you smell it, but it doesn't sting your eyes. But this, you could kind of smell it, but it really stung your eyes. Also, another person next to me was getting it done too. So it was two lots happening at the same time. Bless, there was a woman getting her nails done and she was like tears streaming. I felt so bad. We ended up opening the door because it was horrific. It was raining and cold outside, but I didn't care. I couldn't see. I have been loving this Valentino blush. I'm gonna do a video on Valentino Beauty because I have been trying out a lot of their products, and I will say I like a lot of them. They are really, really nice. And I feel like not many people, there's some products that I talked about a lot, but there are some products I really like that I don't think many people talk about, including this blush. This blush is gorgeous. If you like the Charlotte Tilbury, the Pinkgasm, the Peachgasm type, you know, the shimmery blush, this is a gorgeous powder version. So especially if you like to layer liquid cream products with powders, this is a great option and I just love it. I think it's so pretty, it just makes you look really plump and fresh. So blow drying the hair, fumes, ooh, burning my eyes out. Then she straightened it into, I think it's it must be heat activated. That must be what's going on. And then we wash the product out, and then that's when, you know, it's all worked, everything's done. And then we like properly cut and styled my hair, agreed on like the little fringe and the long layers. But yeah, we didn't do anything too extreme because obviously the more you do, the harder it is to kind of like acclimatise to. And seeing that as I'd had kind of like a bad experience, she didn't want to do like too much and then me be like, whoa, what have I done? Which is good advice. Just going in with my favourite Jacqueline iced highlight. Also, all this drama about the Morphe stores closing in the US. Crazy. I have only been to one Morphe store, and that's the one in Manchester when I go visit Em and Liv. It's always seemed really, really busy though, so I don't know if it's just different. But also now you can get Morphe everywhere. Like you can get it in my local Boots, you can get it like ASOS, Colt, like everywhere sells Morphe now. So I don't know, it's just a bit oversaturation. And if I'm honest, I can't tell you the last thing I bought from Morphe or the last thing I used, but I do like their lip liners, I will say that. So that's the face done. But yeah, thanks for your comments about my hair. It was very nice. I knew you guys would like it though, because I've had a lot of comments being like, so what do you do with your hair? When are you sorting it out? And I know, I think it's just hard when you just don't know the backstory, like why someone might not be doing something. So yeah, that's basically the full story. And yeah, I've loved it so far. Literally recommended it to all of my friends. It is expensive, and obviously everything's relevant to your budget and your lifestyle. And what's worth it for me might not be worth it for you. So you have to obviously you have to know what's right for you. So I would highly recommend going for a consultation. Usually it's free. They want you to have a nice experience as much as you wanting to have a good experience. They don't want to mess your hair up and charge you a fortune for it. So if you find a place I literally just Googled keratin treatment Southampton, and I just clicked on the first one, looked at the reviews on Google, and yeah, it just seemed like a really great place. It was a really nice salon as well. I didn't film it because you know, other people were in there getting treatments, and it's the first time I'd was meeting these women, so I didn't want to be like, hey, can I film you guys? Maybe next time if they let me. But yeah, get a consultation. That's what my friend Becky's gonna do. Her hair is, I'd say, more like frizzy than mine. I hope she doesn't mind me saying. But I think I'd love to see her getting it done, because I just think her hair would look amazing. But obviously it is an investment. So yeah, get a consultation, and they'll be able to then say like it's going to cost like this much, because the one they use is definitely based on how much product they have to use, and that's where the cost comes into it. So, and obviously the time as well, because she's like washing my hair like 50,000 times. I'm going to go in with the iconic mascara. It's okay. I won't be buying it again. But, oh my God, bargain of the year. Picked this up on my EasyJet flight. They had... Always look out for this, because, as you know, I fly a lot. So they tend to do this, I think, like in January and like September. They'll do 20% off the whole brochure. So I got these for 26 quid. And I think one of them cost 26 quid in Boots. So it was really... And it's like my favourite mascara. So I think when I've got fed up with this, I will open one of them. It's okay, but it just doesn't wow me. I like how the brush is small, so you can get into your like nooks and crannies, but when it gets there into your nooks and crannies, like, it doesn't do much. I know some people love the mascara, but it's just not for me. It's personal preference. I just like a little bit more volume. I just don't think it gives me anything. Like, I guess is this a lengthening? It says triple fret. Where's the fret? I'm not scared for my life. I'm not threatened at all. I don't know, it's just fine. Like, if I'd have paid full price for this, I'd have been a bit like, can I get a refund? So yeah, I'm really pleased I got it done. If you can fit it in your budget and you are feeling like you have it, like I am giving you a similar story about my hair and your hair's the same, I would highly recommend giving it a go. If I'm honest, I think I'm definitely going to do it again. I am, like, as I said, going to try and do every 4 months. Because that's $450 is a lot better than $600 a year in my eyes. So yeah, that's the plan. I want to keep it around this length. I like it like being a little bit of a shorter long. I do think the length was getting a bit ridiculous, and I think this is nice. It's like it's a chic long, and I want to look a little bit more put together as I get a little bit older. I want to look a bit more like I've got my shit sorted. So, I didn't put my little hair... I always wear my little hairband, and I completely forgot to put it in because I wanted to talk about my hair. I'm now going to go in with the Rare Beauty. I think this is in Creative. She's a creative babe. It's an interesting nude. It's a very like orange toned nude. But it's pretty. It is nice. It is nice. I just need to get used to it. It's a very different colour than I'm used to. But I bought a lot of like lip balms and lip glosses and no lip liners. And so like I've been wearing like, and like we've just been going out like casually, so it's no biggie. But for like a makeup video, it doesn't like maybe look like you finished the look. Like the lips still look pretty undone. These remind me a lot of MAC matte lipsticks. I feel like I'm just like over matte lipsticks, you know? They're fine, but I don't know. I bought it now. I wouldn't buy another one, you know what I mean? Like if I like I love the Valentino matte lipsticks. They're my favourite mattes. That's what I'm gonna stick with. But yeah. Let me just go put on a cute little top and we'll end out the video. So guys, that is the end of today's video. So I feel like in conclusion, this video was a bit everywhere, but I'm hoping that, you know, although the start to the new year has not been like the most like amazing, not to kind of like let that think that the rest of the year is going to be like that. So if you've had a similar situation, like, let's put the good vibes out together. But if you're interested in getting a keratin treatment and you had fuzzy, curly, difficult to manage, knotty, tangly, takes forever to dry hair, and if you have the money to do it, guys, I would give it a go. Yeah, it's honestly giving me like a more confidence in my hair. I feel really pretty. I feel really good without makeup, but I also think with makeup I look really good. I did keep this dress as well from my River Island haul. I love it. Also, I've not hurt myself. I'm taking a break from gels because one of my nails was cracked like before the end, like before the nail bed, if you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to stop it from ripping off and causing me pain. So anyway, long-winded end to the video. But yeah, I think it's always good. I love doing these like chatty videos. I feel like it's just nice, and I love watching them as well because I like watching them as I put makeup on. So it's kind of like a weird circle where I make those videos and then I put the videos that I watch. You know, anyway, complete random side story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even if it's a little bit random, talking about lots of different things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're subscribed, like, leave me a comment down below if you've ever had this treatment, if you're thinking to get it done. If you have any questions or whatsoever, let me know down below. I'll try and answer them. Obviously, I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't know the science, and obviously do check with, I wouldn't do this at home, like get it professionally done. But yeah, I hope you found this video somewhat helpful or interesting or funny. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.